Undisputed, welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Seahawks going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Grant's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They go play action here on first down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Howard. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are... Get the football at the 28-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trubisky with a give to Howard. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. On second down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Past the 20. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, they run with Howard. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They run again with Carson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On first down, Wilson. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Here's Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. This is Thomas Rawls. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 18-yard line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Howard on second down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, here's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Throwing incomplete. It's Baldwin. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Wilson on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 43 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch. And now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Now it's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They run it with Carson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go counter with Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Wilson on 1st down. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think that...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 32 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go with Howard again. Howard has the first down and then some. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Trubisky to throw. And it's complete. The tight end Deion Sims. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sheldon Richardson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He leaves this one for Howard. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. There he goes inside the 30. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That good for 19 and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little...
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Boom, landed.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed. Back down to that Philly, here we go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to go up top for the end, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cameron Meredith, 28 yards. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 39.
Here's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Time running out here on the play clock. This is Carson, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. The play clock's running down. Throwing is Wilson. forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play clock winding down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. He gets it to Sims, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Boo, line it. Boo, line it.
They'll look to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He'll look to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Staying on his feet. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football.